We come to round 7 in the VFL competition. David Rees-Jones, this is one we've been waiting for. It is the grand final rematch between Port Melbourne and Williamstown. Port continuing to take all before them, and Williamstown will have a bit of fire in the belly coming into this one.
Yeah, well, Port Melbourne, 27 wins in a row, but Williamstown will be still hurting from that grand final last year, and they'll be out to seek revenge. And the one thing about winning 27 in a row, you're just getting closer to your next defeat, so it's going to happen soon.
What is really curious about the game is that it was going to be played at Point Gellibrand, but they haven't got the facilities ready there, so it goes back to Port Melbourne, who's got the biggest home ground advantage in the competition.
It is a huge advantage, and Port Melbourne play that ground very well. The conditions seem to suit them, and you know, they're going to be very hard to beat. But Williamstown, look, they'll have revenge in mind, and they'll be out to win the game.
We saw some signs from Williamstown against North Ballarat a few weeks ago, so they're going to need to produce their best to beat Port Melbourne. And haven't they done so well, Port, with the change in personnel at the start of the year? Everyone said it's a different team to the Premiership team, but they've just come out and picked up where they left off.
Oh, well, it is a different team, but look, if you've got a good coach at the helm, which they have in Gary Ayres, they're able to slot in and perform their roles as they should do, and they've just been terrific. They're terrifically coached, very good balance across their team, and always very hard to beat.
Join us on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock on Grandstand. The grand final rematch, it is Williamstown versus Port Melbourne, but it is played at North Port Oval, and that is the highlight match of round 7. The other matches going on, Geelong at home to Casey. Geelong in pretty good form at the moment, have only lost once. The Box Hill Hawks against Frankston. Hawks will be favourite at home. Coburg and Werribee go into battle at Coburg City Oval, and Sandy, looking to go on after the win against Collingwood last week, will be hot favourites against Bendigo at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. That's round 7 in the VFL, and the grand final rematch is the big one. Willie versus Port. You'll see it on Grandstand.